I hate Minecraft Dungeons. It's the worst game of 2020. There, I said it.
What?
That's a good
How
opening,
could you?
right? Because it's just a worse Diablo. Not that I've played much Diablo, but it's worse. And it has no end game, so you're paying for like a 15-hour game, if I'm remembering. Something like that.
How much money is it?
It's like
Fif-
25 bucks, honestly.
Alright, so that seems like a pretty good dollar per hour.
It's not that bad for a $25 game, but I thought that this was going to be not a $25 game. I thought it was going to be like a closer to full price game with more content in it. And it really wasn't. Like, I sat down, like, one of my friends bought it for the Switch, and I sat down and played it with him, and we played for maybe like 5 hours, and we were like a third through the entire game.
Well, it's gonna get harder though.
Not really. It's not that hard.
What?
The whole first chapter, I think I died once, and that's because I was an idiot who decided to charge into a bunch of enemies. It, it's definitely hard for kids, I'm sure, but it my main issue with the game was the whole fact that, like, in order to get new equipment, you have to destroy your old equipment. Basically, you can only ever have one weapon and one piece of each armor at a time, or else you're wasting levels, basically. Because when you level up, you get like a point basically, and you can put it into any equipment piece. But you don't. They're not specific to each like equipment. They're just in general. So if you want to get those experience points back, you have to destroy the weapon that they're on. So if you get like a weapon that's a little bit better than like your legendary weapon, if you want those points, you have to destroy your legendary weapon, and you don't get it back. So yeah, if you want a multi-class, good luck with that because you gotta pick one or the other. You just got two half decent weapons. Also, I broke the game about 4 times in our 5 hours of gameplay. One time, completely soft blocking the game.
Soft blocking.
So here's okay. This is what happened. Okay, there was a gate. There was like a gate in front of a door because you're not supposed to enter that area in this mission. So my friend walks up to the door. He can't go through it, right? I just walk up to the door and I push A, and we just go through the door, like through the fence, and we're in a new area. There's no enemies in this area. There's no loot. We can't go through the exit area door, and we can't go back through the door into the main mission because when we go through it, we're stuck in the fence. So we had to restart the entire 25-minute mission. Because the
So
missions
you're
are
saying they made a good game with
like the missions are long. Like they can be 30 minutes, and the mission glitched out right at the end, so we had to replay the entire 30-minute mission. And it's not like it was an engaging second round through it, because it's just fighting monsters, the same like four monster types. Like creepers were like the only
Aw
mob that
man.
posed a threat in the game because they could two shot you basically. But by like the second dungeon, you can out DPS their explosion, so it doesn't matter unless they get it behind you. So yeah, that's my
Well, I
take
just
on the
don't get
game.
why. How is it a Minecraft game?
It really isn't. The only thing Minecraft about it is, yeah, like there's villagers and it's blocks, and like the weapons are like pickaxes and swords and stuff like that.
It's a Minecraft skin
And
texture
basically,
pack.
yeah, it's just a Minecraft. It's a Minecraft resource pack basically. It adds a couple weapons, and yeah, no new mobs as far as I can remember. I think every mob besides for like boss mobs were in base Minecraft. Um,
Well, you wouldn't want to make. Well, it's not Minecraft if you add
yeah,
things to it.
exactly. I might be wrong on that. There might have been mobs that aren't in Minecraft, but I can't remember. It shows how impactful they were. I know there were like illagers or whatever, but those are in the game. But I don't know if there were like special versions of them or not. But I didn't remember any. I think there was some golem boss thing that kept showing up. Like we fought it like 4 times in a row. Yeah, it wasn't very good. It's probably worth $25 if you're like looking for like a quick game, but it's
Oh,
not.
so we should get it
I
because
don't know. I don't know.
Hudson
I
wants
don't know
to.
what. Also, the game. This is the Switch's fault more than the game's fault, but the game runs like complete crap on the Switch. Like 2 player, we were playing just 2 player mode, and the game was chugging hard. Like I don't think it hit 30 FPS in our whole time playing, and that was just 2 player. It gets worse with each
Hmm.
player you add. On 4 player, I think it's like 15 FPS at times.
I know this. The Switch is known for its hardware,
Yeah,
impressive hardware.
the Switch is the only console in 2020 that still has a 720p display and can't run in 1080p on most games.
Bruh.
Like how do you release in 2020 a console that can't output in like even 1080p in most cases without like breaking down? The build quality is pretty bad. Joy-Cons still drift. Switch Pro controllers still drift. Like my Switch is like was like defective day one basically. Like I can see like a wire sticking out in a spot where it clearly isn't supposed to be sticking out. My Joy Cons don't stay in their slots anymore. Like that you can
A
push them out if you
wire?
like tap them. Well, I don't know what it is, but like I can see like this metal piece that's like in like the fan area. I don't know what it is, but I've checked other people's switches and it's not there. And I'm not sure what it is.
Uh,
Also, my Switch kind of pops open a little bit when it gets too hot, and I can like push it. The console is really not put together well. That's all I'm gonna say.
the Japs didn't make a good console?
No, I mean, here's the thing. I was
Nah, not surprised, am I right?
Here's the thing. This is after the Wii U, so I was expecting the console to have some issues at release. Like it was gonna be a console that put together on some scraps to like actually get going. But I was also expecting by now that these issues wouldn't still be issues in the console.
So what you're saying is, I was right?
I mean, it's still got good games. I literally just spent the last like 6 hours playing Fire Emblem, so
Well,
it's got good
but I
games.
was
It's just
right.
about which part?
I think I said it was a Lego set.
What does that even mean?
Well, I think I said that.
You said that. I don't know if anything I said proves that, but
Well, yeah.
sure.
Not. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. They just need to release a Switch Pro for like a little bit more money. Make it so it at least outputs constant 1080p at least.
Well, then you gotta make it twice as thick.
Well,
I do like
I,
I like the way the Joy-Cons attach to the screen. It's like,
well,
I don't know.
I mean,
They
that's pretty
feel a little.
satisfying, dude. Just
When
like
you're
the little
holding it, you're
joke.
like, these sort of feel like they sort of bend.
Oh, that's just a problem with the Switch. They get loose over time and then they wiggle. Mine do that too. They didn't do that when I first got it, and now they do.
I
What
like
else you get it?
and I hadn't put it on backwards.
Yeah.
I
Why
like
did he do that?
or the
Wait, yeah,
first time he took or he's playing them on.
man, I thought only idiots did that.
Well, I thought Nintendo was for idiots.
No, it's for man children.
Oh, if
Why do
you
you think
never
they still
did you
only
ever
have the
respond to this news?
which news?
There's some big news.
Which news?
Hold on. Let me get the big news.
Okay,
It's big news.
it's big. It's a bigger pig.
Big.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. It says yeah, well I'd be like yeah. It's big news. It's
Alrighty.
from it's from Monday.
Oh, this post. I just ignored that.
Yeah, you never responded.
I'm like, well, what do I say to this? It's just okay.
100% sad.
Yeah, it's like, well,
Sad face.
life is over, I guess. What am I gonna do
Yeah.
now?
Okay. What happened that made them think they're entitled?
Bro. What didn't make him think they were entitled? I mean, I've been enjoying watching people freak out about all sorts of games recently. Actually, what games have people been freaking out about? A couple games. I just know that The Last of Us 2 people have been freaking out about, and that's really funny. Because I don't really care that much about the game, but now I kind of want to play it. Oh man. Oh, yeah, I guess we were supposed to talk about a PlayStation, weren't we?
Were we? I haven't seen anything. I didn't look at anything.
You didn't look at a thing about the whole PlayStation
Nope.
announcement? No? Dude, I was waiting for that. I got pretty excited. Not really, but alright.
Yeah, you know
I
what I
want
was excited for? The
what?
Seinfeld game until I found out it was point and click.
Ooh, dude, point and click. It's like the best genre. What you talking about? But okay. Like the
Yeah,
only
I remember
yeah.
when I played Putt Putt.
Exactly. When's the Putt Putt series coming? So yeah, the only reason I watched it really is I wanted to see what the PS5 looked like, and I guess I figured there'd probably be some interesting games in there, right?
And what?
All right, in the show.
There's interesting games, or you're asking if there were?
No, well, I said I was watching it because I was hoping there'd be some. There
Were
are a
there
couple in here.
Wait,
There were
what?
some, yeah. There were some interesting games in there, but that was part of the reason I watched it. Part to see the PS5, part to see if there are any good game announcements or like info. Uh, so I guess I'll just go through the show for you and see if anything catches your eye. All right, so first of all, there was like I'm pretty sure it got up to 1 million people watching the show at one point. That was pretty good.
100?
Hmm? I think, unless I'm wrong, at least on Twitch, it was either how high did it get? It must have gotten to 1 million. Like it was a
A
big show.
million?
I gotta be wrong on that. I feel like I'm wrong on that, but I need to look this up. 'Cause probably it's a PlayStation. It's literally a PlayStation reveal. So
Well, it's
let's see.
PlayStation though.
So what? They sold the most consoles last year,
Ugh,
or like this generation.
Sony.
Let me check here. No, never mind. I'm completely wrong. Okay, I was thinking 1 million sounded way too high. Yeah, no, it was like 120,000. Okay, that makes more sense. I was questioning
Yo,
myself there for a
Ninja
minute.
had higher numbers than that.
Oof.
Can't even
Any
compete with Ninja at his peak.
well, exactly. It's Ninja, dude. Do you expect anyone to compete with him? He's basically God
I
at this
maybe.
point.
Oh,
Anyway, all right. So the first thing I want to talk about that was weird about the show is like in between each cut of like each game being shown up, there'd be this weird like transition thing where they'd like be like putting like shapes kind of building out of the background, but it was always in this weird aspect ratio. Like it was super widescreen compared to like every game. So like it would be showing a full screen game, and then suddenly like a third of your screen's filled with video of like ooh circle square, and then back to game. That was weird. I don't know why they did that. It looked really odd.
so you're calling them hacked?
Second of all, I can't really comment on actually how good the games looked because I had to watch the whole thing in like 360p because the thing buffered too much otherwise. So I'll just assume all the games looked good because I mean the one or two times I turned it on, it looked good. So to up to 1080. So it's gonna look fine, I'm sure. Anyway, on to the games.
It
I
will.
want you to take a guess. I want you. All right. So you're starting your big show, okay, about your brand new console, and you're going to be showing off all your new games, right? What is the first game you show off?
Big Little Planet 5.
What'd you say?
Big Little Planet 6.
What? No. If
What?
you're,
Wait, what's that's a thing?
you mean Little Big Planet? We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh
But
no.
but that's not the answer. The answer is GTA 5, a game that came out in 2013. That's what you start your
Oh.
PS5 show on. Is GTA 5. It's just GTA 5 again. There's like remaster for PS5. It's like why? And then
Cause
like I sat there
oh.
watching that whole trailer and I'm like, is this a DLC or like a half sequel to GTA 5 for the PS5, or are they just re-releasing the game again? And they were. PS5 owners apparently get free online, so hooray! I get to go deal with all the hackers if I want to do
Is
that.
that like the PlayStation Network?
No, it's not the PlayStation Network. You just get to go online on GTA 5 for free. That's it. That's the only thing you get. And you have to buy GTA 5 again, if I'm not mistaken. And then they went on and they're like, oh, yeah, we love the PS... Like, the guys that make GTA are like, oh, we love the PS4 or the PS5, and we want to keep working with them, so we're re-releasing our game again. It's like, okay. No one cares, but cool. And then we got... After that, we got a Spider-Man 2 trailer. Or for the next Spider-Man game. That looked good, at least. The first Spider-Man game was really good. I didn't really play much of it. Oh yeah, no, people really liked that Spider-Man game. I liked it too, but I didn't play too much of it. But
I don't get
it was
it.
really good.
Who's Spider-Man?
Fair, alrighty. Fair. You just get to play as the black guy this time, though.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Is it gonna be urban? Is there gonna be rap on the playlist?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
That's how you knew the Spider-Verse was gonna be a black Spider-Man.
Is that what the Milo guy listened to in Into the Spider-Verse? Was he just listening to rap the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then there'll definitely be rap.
Wait, what? Who's Milo?
From the Spider-Man
Is that what
movie.
the game is?
No, it's a Spider-Man game, but it's based on that character.
Oh, it is?
That's another Spider-Man. Yeah.
Ethan?
Yeah. Jeepers. Which that got announced. We didn't see any gameplay. Just to let you know, we haven't seen any gameplay yet. We haven't actually seen anything yet. Just trailers. Then Gran Turismo 7 popped up. I don't care about racing games. It had gameplay at least. It looked good. I turned on the 1080 for about 2 seconds, and it looked good. But
I
it was
there
a
was no gameplay.
No, I said up till now there wasn't. They showed Gran Turismo gameplay.
Are you Chevy?
That looked good. Yeah. And then Ratchet and Clank got shown. That's a classic series. It looked better than the movie tie-in that they did there. What have you sent now? Why?
I'm sorry, they made a Ratchet and Clank movie.
What? Yeah, don't you remember the Ratchet and Clank movie?
Nope.
Fair enough. Alrighty then. It wasn't good. That's all I'll say. I didn't watch it, but from what I saw, it wasn't good. The game wasn't very good either. This game has a gender bent furry, so that'll be good
Why?
because they're going to alternate dimensions.
Is that what happens in alternate dimensions?
Yeah, you got alternate dimension characters, dude.
Oh.
It looked alright. I don't know. They showed like one area of gameplay, so can't judge much off of that. But it looked alright. Quinn,
What?
you got to stop with this.
What's going on?
All right. Okay. Next was a game called Project Athena. I don't know what. All I wrote was I don't know what this is.
What? I know what that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Hasn't that been released for a while?
Has it?
Yeah. Isn't that the one with
No. This game does not exist yet. I don't think.
what? Isn't there like a meme on it?
I mean, there can still be memes on things that aren't out yet, but I like it. I like it when I look it up as a laptop.
Aw, frick.
I don't think it's out yet,
Nuts.
but it doesn't matter. The game looked so generic. Did you watch that PS5 tech demo that like Epic released?
I watched the WAN show on it.
Well, it basically just looked like that. Like there was nothing to it beyond that. I couldn't. It didn't say what the game was.
So
It
they
just
walked into like a
it,
canyon
like
area.
well, no, there's just a
A
character
rock
kind of
rolled
jump.
down.
There was a character jumping around on rocks. I think they fought something for a second, and that was like the trailer, and that was all they showed. That was that. I just didn't care about that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. What the kind of problem is like most of the stuff I cared about was at the end of the show. Like so, like the first like 45 minutes were just a slog. Uh, but next was a Stray that got announced. That looked slightly interesting, but I don't know what it is still. It looked like you played as some cat, and humanity's dead, and there's just robots everywhere. And that's like all I know. That's all they showed. There's just robots, and it looked like humanity was dead, and you're a cat, and that's about it. Okay, I wrote down random garble. I don't know what I meant by that. What was? Oh right, some guys just came out and talked about nothing for like. Oh no, this was a. I think they showed us the controller at this point, except it was literally all information we already knew, so it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, the controller.
Yeah, they showed that it had showed it had a headphone jack in it. Pretty good. Oh, here's another game. I don't even think I wrote the. I didn't even write the name. I just wrote. So we're just going to avoid that one. Oh, here we go. All right, now we're onto Little Big Planet stuff.
Big Island, Big Little Island.
Dude, they massacred Little Big Planet.
Massacre.
Yeah, all right, so here's the thing. I don't know if you remember, but the first two games, really good games. The third game comes out. It's made by like a different company, and it's pretty bad. Like, there's something there. It looks like they tried, but they ran out of time, and the game is like beyond buggy. And they just gave up with it after a while. Like you can still lose your entire save on that game just for playing online, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's not good. And then so now they just released a game called Sackboy, and it it just looks like a generic 3D platformer. Like it looks soulless compared to the Little Big Planet series. It's terrible looking.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know, because I guess the Sackboy IP makes money, so they decided to make something that didn't involve them making a game creator in it. It might.
Why are they
I mean,
making a
it might.
3D platformer though?
I don't.
Who wants that?
Known for its 2.5D gameplay, it just doesn't look good, in my opinion. Like, I mean, the graphics look alright, but it just doesn't look like Little Big Planet.
Does it look like Bubsy 3D?
Not that bad. That would be impressive, but no, I think. I mean, there might be more to it, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty bad, and I'm disappointed.
What does this look like?
I,
This is just 3D Mario Land.
yeah, that's the thing. It just kind of looks soulless. They're just using the Sackboy IP to make a game. Like I worry that like
dare they.
I'm worried Little Big Planet is gonna become their Mario, and he's just gonna have the life sucked out of him, and he's gonna be nothing but just a faceless IP they can pump games out of. Because that would suck. Because Little Big Planet was good, but yeah. Next up is after that whole rant of what a terrible game that is. We got
Actually, I'm watching the trailer and it looks awesome.
Oh no! Don't be turned to the dark side, dude.
What does this look like? This just looks like
Yeah.
like why?
I don't know.
I thought it was
don't know
about
what-
like.
Like, the title is so bad too. Sackboy, like it's so bad.
Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Oh boy, can't
Yeah.
wait.
I know. I cannot wait to and never buy this game.
What do you mean? There's multiplayer. It looks like that one SpongeBob game we played. That's what
Well,
this looks like. This just looks like a.
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
No, it looks more like.
What do you mean? Like
I don't
the
know.
Square Bandits?
What is this? This. I don't know what this looks like.
It reminds
I
me
don't
of
like it.
It reminds me of Tearaway. I think is what I'm thinking of.
What?
But like not as good.
Who is Tearaway?
That was like a PS Vita game, if I remember.
Hey, did you not
Yeah.
read the meme, bro?
Did you send something? Dude, I'm trying to focus on conversation. Yeah, I saw good meme, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, Tearaway was actually really good too. I'd recommend that one if you need a good game. That was also made by that was also made by Media Molecule. That's why it was good, because it was made by the good company. Wait, did they make a sequel? Oh, I guess they must have.
Tearaway Unfolded.
Oh, maybe this was like a remake for the PS4, I guess.
Oh yeah, it is.
Huh, I guess I'll have to play that at some point.
Cowards.
That was a good game. Okay, anyway. Sackboy. That sucked. Next up is Destruction All Stars. This is right up your alley, Quinn. Come on now.
Nah, skip it.
Dude, it's just Rocket League, but instead of soccer, you get to freaking throw cars at people.
The only part of Rocket League I like is the soccer.
Dude, you can dab in this game.
Yeah, I guess it's not.
So basically, what I could tell from it is you throw into an arena in cars, and you gotta blow each of those cars up so that people get out of their cars so that you can kill them, basically. And cars will like respawn in the arena, and like there's death traps everywhere you can shove people into. I don't know if it's good. it looks generic, kind of. I think it's the big thing. It has. It's the genericness of like of just that cartoony style, basically, which is a weird thing to say is generic nowadays. But
I'm not gonna play it ever.
Yeah, unless it's free, then maybe we'll try it. If it's on PC, I don't think it'll be on PC though. So
it just looks painful.
Yeah, jam people into death traps and then dap on
them. Wait, what game are we talking about?
Destruction All Stars. I think it's
dang!
called.
I thought we were talking about Sackboy still.
Okay, so I went from 3D platformer to car destruction derby. You didn't even think about it.
I was still talking about Sackboy there when I said I'm never gonna play it.
Okay, those are two different things. Yeah, I'm never touching Sackboy either unless like it's like actually good, but it doesn't look like it could redeem itself at this point.
This is like cartoony?
Fair, decently from what I remember. It's like the characters were cartoony at least.
Yeah, this looks like Paladins.
I was gonna say it's got that Fortnite look that like everyone wants to do because it makes them money.
Yeah.
Like, it's very Fortnite looky. But yeah, I think it's only.
All right.
Anyway,
it's time for a quick break.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna do jokes. All right.
That's such a bad Quinn. That is such a beyond bad idea.
Here we go.
That is beyond a stupid move. We're not even halfway through the list yet.
I can't stand stuck up bodies of water. It's like, get over yourself, Lake Superior.
Dude, is that it?
Hold on. Here's another joke. Alright, never mind.
There's one more thing. There's one more thing I want to add to the whole Sackboy thing. The one reason I can think of them removing the world builder thing is because Dreams was coming out, and they didn't want to have to compete with Dreams because.
Yeah, I thought the world building was a big part of Big Little Island.
That was literally like 75% of the game was the world building and sharing. I mean, it eventually just evolved into people making dicks with rockets on the end of them, but you know, there was some good stuff made.
It was important though.
It's important to let kids express their creative freedom of just sticking dicks to things and flying them off into the space.
And then
Like honestly, I spent more time in the world creator than I did in the main story, ever. Not that the stories were bad or anything. It's fun to just build stuff and then blow it up.
Get rid of that, bro. It's a 3D platformer, bro.
Now it's just Mario.
And like worse.
All right. Next up was a game called Jenna or Gene.
Oh, I don't know that one.
You?
Yeah. they like float around and they have like a beam where they go, right? And it goes, and then there's this beam that expands in like a straight line. And anyone inside the beam dies.
This is actually the name of the game. I could be wrong. But, it's not coming up when I look it up, so I'm going to assume I did not put the right name in here. But I don't know if you're right on that or not. It just looked like a fighting game, or like another
It's a game?
like action type game. All I remember, there was these little Furby-looking monster things that were everywhere. And they were just kind of chilling around. And that's basically all there was to that game. It looked alright. It looked cartoony. I think it was an indie game, so it wasn't like super high graphics, but it looked alright.
Alright, here's another joke.
What?
I want to take this moment to endorse podiums. Now that's a product I can stand behind.
Yikes.
Alright, next game.
Okay. I guess I'll go with the next one quick. Good World Volcano High.
Wait, what are we doing right now? We got so much time.
I mean, we do. I mean, here's the thing. We're not halfway through the list yet, and I'm going to talk a lot about a lot of the final games. So this is
Alright,
going to go
that's
for
good.
an
I'm
hour.
going to crawl under the desk.
Don't do that.
That's where my magic happens, though.
Don't go sucking your dick under the desk. That's not a good thing to do.
Oh, no. Can we talk about Japan real quick?
No, that's a
Was
bad idea.
Japan involved in this in any way?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Sony. There's a game coming up about Tokyo in a minute. I'll let you I'll let you have a 5-minute rant in a minute. Okay, Goodbye Volcano High. I really don't know what this one is because there was nothing that even hinted towards gameplay. It was animated. It was 2D animation. It looked like everyone was dinosaurs, and we were in high school. And that's all I know. There was nothing that looked like gameplay, so I'm just going to assume it's a Telltale style choose your own adventure game.
I hate those.
Yeah, I know you do. So that's all I can assume it is. There's not much else to it. Whatever. You know I'm not going to click on these links.
What?
Yeah, I'm not clicking on these links. I'm not going silent for like 30 seconds to just listen to a video.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I'm gonna go ghost. Ow. Alright. Alright, let's get down. Let's get down and dirty.
We're almost into the games that are kind of interesting.
Let's get into the trenches right now.
Right.
Ready your guns.
Alright, so next is I don't know, do you know the Oddworld series? Like it's like AIDS.
Oh, that's the guy, he had cancer.
Sure, we'll go with that.
You sound like that wasn't right.
They're making a new one. It looks pretty good. I never played any of the originals. I have.
No, like the creator had cancer. Oh, my ears are ringing.
Oh, did he? He might have. I just remember some dudes popped up and like, oh, we're making a new to Abe's game. Kind of like, alrighty. It looked good. I don't know. I'd have to play the other games, I guess, to figure out the lore, but whatever. Maybe that'll be something I do at some point. Alright, now we're on to Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ghost?
I'm not. Is that the name? I guess so.
They can just. Yeah, I don't. You know why I don't like this game?
Why?
Tokyo's in the name.
Yeah,
it's like telling you, don't play. We bad.
Dude, can I just say it looked? I don't know fully what it is, but it looked interesting. It's like you're fighting ghosts in Tokyo, and it looked like it had some sort of like kind of progression system. I forget what you call that kind of game, but it looked kind of similar to something like Dishonored or something in terms of skills and stuff, which would be interesting. I guess we'll see more when it comes out, but I'm sure you'll never touch this game. Maybe I'll get a nice capture card and we can just sit there while you rave about Japan while I play the game.
I hate Japan.
I know, but that'll make it funny. See if it's any good though.
It'll make me angry. I'll go like this. I'll
It's a
keep
game
doing
now on
that.
my radar, at least.
Radar.
It's on my radar.
Beep,
I'll keep an eye on
beep,
it.
beep, 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 beep,
Oh
beep.
no. Quinn.
My rape
You're
darts.
driving. I should have grabbed a drink before we started this. No, I should have drink Coke instead.
Mwahaha.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Actually, the show would have fallen apart even more if I decided to start getting drunk and through it.
Hello?
Oh. Hello.
Alright.
What's up?
What are you saying? Drunk?
Were we having different conversations
No,
again?
this is the same one. I'm following up on what you just said.
Yeah, I said drunk. I said I should drink for the show because you're driving me insane, dude.
I'm driving you to drink?
You're driving me to drink. Yeah, I was trying to make a meme. Anyway, oh yeah, my mom got kind of mad because my one friend got drunk and threw up on our front lawn. That was pretty funny.
Alright.
I like went inside the next day and my mom was like, yeah, who threw up in the front like porch area? It's like, oh yeah, that'd be my boy. See, he goes ham and then he goes outside and he throws up and then he's like, oh, I'm good now.
Yo, that happened. That happened to me once.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
dude, when did you get drunk enough to throw up?
Well, maybe not the drunk part, but the throwing up outside in the parking lot.
Oh. Well, I mean, I threw up on freaking Burke's front lawn once. That was pretty fun.
You see, it's one of those one of those Bergs place where they sell Bergs and craft beer.
Oh.
You know those places, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, one of those places didn't have any of the beer. They had some
Oh.
Bergs and some of the homemade root beer.
Oh, so you just destroyed your stomach.
Yeah, so I had 2 glasses of the root beer. I'm like, whoa. I'm sort of full. And then they're like, hey, you want some soft serve ice cream? I was like, well, yeah, that sounds good. But then I get halfway through that, and it's like, oh no. I got really hot. So, I can't finish the soft serve.
You just turn to the waiter. I can't finish the soft serve. You walk out the door and just heave.
It was the combination of the root beer and the soft serve was hitting hard.
Oh, man.
And then when we left, I threw up by a post, and then I felt great after that.
Yeah, I know. You always feel good after you throw up.
It was like, oh, everything. I feel it's amazing now. It's completely fine now. Before I was sweating like crazy and.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that was me freaking when I was at Burke's party way back in the day. Because it was horrible. Because we were driving back from Winnipeg and I had to throw up, and I was in the middle of. It was a packed, hot car full of sweaty kids, and no AC, and it was an hour and a half drive.
Let's
and I had to throw up the whole ride home. I didn't throw up on the ride. I threw up on his front lawn when my mom came to pick me up. Like literally, I walk out the front door and then I turn to the right and throw up. That was real good. I'm sure he liked me after that one. I mean, I got myself back because I threw up on my own front lawn when I got home, but...
Haha, you got yourself back. I guess that's what I get.
Yeah. No, the other thing I was going to say is your story reminded me more of my first day of high school. When because I didn't know anyone, basically, when I went to high school. For some reason, every time I switch schools, I just remake my entire friend group. Like, you and Gus are, like, the only people that survived through, like, every grade, somehow. Yes. So you can feel accomplished with that. Every single time.
One of the best.
Yeah. I think the problem was that I was always friends with people, like, a grade below me. So.
You got wrecked.
Yeah, well, that's what elementary school. Yeah, all my friends were a grade below me, so I left early. And then into high school, most of my friends went to the other school, or yeah.
Oh.
Or no, it was the other way around, I think. It was something like that, or I just didn't care enough to talk to him again afterwards, so I just made a new friend group. But okay, so I'm sitting there trying to make friends with some new kids. So I'm sitting at the table and we're chatting. It's like, oh, I don't know if these guys might be too cool for me. You know, they're sporty kids. You know, they're chilling, they're chatting, and
Oh
then
yeah.
by the middle of the day, the one kid decided to chug an entire 2 liter of grape soda, and about 15 minutes later, he was freaking throwing up in the bathroom. And I'm like, I found my people.
Hmm.
I'm just sitting. I'm just sitting in like the at the glass like hangover area, right? You remember that?
No.
And
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there listening to from the bathroom.
Too much
Oh,
grape
grape
soda.
soda. You have a grape soda. And he felt great afterwards. He throws up a lot. He tends to throw up in just about every party I throw that he comes to. He doesn't even have to drink. He'll just throw up. That's always fun.
It's like I guess that's
It's just he'll disappear for a minute.
good.
It's like, well, I guess he went to go freaking heave. It's better than throwing up in our freaking house at least. So, I guess.
I guess.
Anyway, back to games. I guess that was the thing we were doing.
Is this the one where Paladins maps?
What?
Yo, I hear hiding.
Uh-oh. What is he in the call?
No, in real life.
Oh crap! I need a drink. Anyway, back to games. Okay.
I see
Next one
hiding.
is- Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking.
Well, it's too bad for him. He decided not to join, so he doesn't get to hear the cool stories.
He just said he hates the PS5.
Hey, don't put words in my mouth.
He just said he's more of a PS Vita kid.
Bro, PS Vita's pretty fire, dude. Except, only 2 people ever had it.
No!
Yeah.
Heidi, you could just
Honestly-
smack talk the PS Vita.
I'm literally holding one in my hands right now.
Yeah, it even had the touchpad on the back. That was revolutionary. Everyone's doing that now.
Who's doing that now? I can't think of a single console that's doing that.
Well, the PS Vita was the #1 first. You know what Hein told me today? He said
What?
I'd pay $60 for Sea of Thieves. But I can get it for 50? That's what I'm talking about. You paid
Sea of Thieves
80?
is on-
He paid 80.
Oh shoot! He paid 80?
Yeah, day one, baby.
Jeepers! It wasn't that good of a game.
Well, he had to pay 80 if you wanted to play it.
Jeepers! I wouldn't touch that.
Hein, he just said, Jeepers, I wouldn't touch that. He said you're a hater.
Fair enough. Then.
Yeah, what? Who does that? Who likes the PS Vita? But wait, no, you said likes the Switch but hates the PS Vita. Who does that?
Well,
Who does
I mean the
that?
PS Vita.
You know what Ethan said? Sackboy Adventures. You know that? You want to know what he said about it? Hmm? Bad? He says the worst thing since the Holocaust.
Whew.
You know what
Yikes.
happened after the Holocaust? Hmm? Yeah. Nothing else worse happened after. Name one thing that... Hun! I dare you to name one thing that's worse than Sackboy Adventures since the Holocaust. Hmm? Sea of Thieves?
Did Ben just say you paid 80
Hun,
bucks? for that?
Sackboy doesn't have the custom world. It doesn't have the sandbox world. That's what Big Little Island's all about.
Can you at least call it the right name once in a while?
So it is worse than... It's the worst thing since the Holocaust. Nothing's worse. I can't think of a single thing that's worse. Well, except for that national tragedy.
Which one?
9/11. I guess that was a international tragedy. We don't get to say it's a national tragedy because we're not,
It was a worldwide tragedy, dude.
Except for that one guy, Bin Laden, he liked it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Mohammed Bin Laden. Wait, did you
Oh,
just
I
say
remember.
Mohammed?
Oh man. Okay, that was a conversation.
Ethan, you remember that that gay bar that got shot up?
Oh boy, I'm really worried
Sackboy
about what
Big
you're
Adventures
saying.
was worse.
Oh, yikes! I was freaking reeling back for that one.
What?
I knew what you were gonna say, but I was really hoping you weren't.
Hans just telling me Sea of Thieves is awesome.
I thought you just said it was awful.
He's flipping and switching.
Dude, this is worse than the Paladins versus Overwatch debate.
Hi, Ethan. You know what Ethan just said? That the worst thing since the Holocaust was the Paladins versus Overwatch.
I didn't say that.
Disgusting. Well, that's not exactly what Ethan said.
It's not even remotely close. I don't even remember what I said, but that wasn't it.
This is good. Hun's over there, I'm here, and you're
This is,
there.
dude, we've got like, how many games? Dude, we're only halfway
Hun,
through the list.
get this. Ethan watched the PS4 event.
PS5 event.
Wait, they're on number 5?
Dude, we've been on 4 for like 7 years.
Did anyone buy those?
What, the PS4? It was like the best-selling console this generation, my dude.
And they thought, you know where we can take this? A box.
What? I think you're thinking of the Xbox, my dude.
No, my information source just told me that they made the PS5 a box.
What?
That's
It is not
curvy.
That's what a console is.
I'm getting live updates right now, Ethan. So they're right. They're
Quinn.
right. The facts are right.
Quick. Frickin' this is the PS5.
What'd they do? They made Spider-Man black. Are you kidding me, dude? What are they thinking?
Dude, Hutton just derailed everything.
Yeah, his dad's a police officer.
You're gonna have to put timestamps on the
Self-hating
bottom.
black person. That's true. But isn't Spider-Man on the good side? Because he's doing his own justice.
No, he works for the police.
Does he? He also works for those. He takes pictures of underage. He does. Oh, he sends dick pics to his boss.
Dude, remember when everyone
Spider-Man.
thought the console was gonna look like this?
Is that the Valor logo? How did you just say nice and hairy? Han, you told me that the PS5 was a box with curves on it.
The top one is the PS5.
And the bottom one's the.
That's what people
PS5
thought it was
Pro?
gonna look like. No, that's what.
Why
people
would
thought.
anybody think it was gonna look like that?
Exactly. Well, you remember what happened when Nintendo Switch was being announced?
I
It
don't know.
just came with all sorts of weird designs. That was one of them.
Han said that's the dev kit.
Oh, is that what it was? Still, it still looks pretty bad.
He said it looks bad. What? No, the dev kit looks bad. He said the PS5 turns them on.
Don't put words in my
The
mouth.
phone
please.
doctor's here.
No.
You're dumb.
How didn't you
You're
throw this
acting
entire
dumb.
thing off the rails, and I hate you for it.
What?
Yeah, how always
Your phone-
throws it off the rails.
And you threw
What,
this
you ready
entire
for
thing off the
something?
rails. We were going smoothly on this whole thing until you showed up.
Well, Quinn never told me to go away.
That's true.
Dude, is anyone gonna even be able to hear Hutton right now?
No. Well,
Well,
maybe.
alright.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Fair
this
enough.
is a weird situation that I didn't think about.
Yeah, and you gotta leave. I think he's gone.
Han, all you have to do is go load up Audacity.
Load up Audacity. Quinn's gotta reload up OBS to like make sure the audio is
No,
synced.
that's going still.
Oh, so we're good.
I just do the entire thing.
Perfect. Anyway. Okay, Hudden's gotta go.
Well, I don't know. It's looking at the PS5 and hearing those noises. I don't know.
Kick Hudden out.
Kind
He's
of
gotta
hot.
go.
Kind of hairy.
Kind of hot. Very hairy.
Kind of thick.
Dude,
So
Hudden's
true.
gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's gone now.
He's definitely still in the call.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, hi. Ethan's not looking at the chat because.
I have it up.
All right. Well, let's talk about the PS5 games.
Got like another like 10 games to go.
Spider-Man.
He's
We've already gone over Spider-Man.
Are we gonna
Alright,
get
we're
to
gonna-
see his cock?
Alright, we're gonna continue. He's gone. Okay. Quinn, he is not of age. Isn't he like 16?
Well, isn't he like an anime character though, where you can just sort of, put whatever age you want onto him?
You can kind of adjust the slider. If the dick's big enough, it doesn't really matter.
Ethan,
think
check your
so.
Skype. Megamind's calling.
Crap. I thought I'd block that guy. Should I let you just get studied?
No. Let me flaw. Alright. I'm ready.
How are you? Is Hutton still around? Cause he's gotta leave.
You get free stuff if you don't take an optical drive? Is this true?
What is he saying?
I'm getting word from a source that you get free stuff if you take the PS5 without an optical drive.
Do they even release the PS5 without an optical drive?
There looks like one doesn't have one in that picture.
Oh, the digital edition one. Yeah, I don't know if you get anything.
Does it
extra.
count as an
I just
optical drive? Is it an optical drive?
I don't know. I just call it a disk drive.
Johan, what are you getting all tacky over there with your optical drive? You put discs in it, bro.
just say the game.
Who
slot.
called it that? That's democracy right there. Don't appeal to the majority.
Did he just say liberals?
What? No, I did not say liberals.
No, what did I say?
I don't know. 100.
I heard like who.
What?
Well, you said like who decided to call it that? I thought you said liberal. That's the response.
So you get a camera? Is that true, Ethan?
What?
You get
I don't know.
You get a free wireless headset or headphones? It's
Where is
fake.
Where is he getting this from?
r/PS5.
Dude, is Hutton just making crap up right now? He just like looked
He's
up at the-
researching.
Tell him to go away. We're not even on the part about the PS5 yet. We're still talking.
Oh, we're
about
not on the PS5 yet, hon.
Yeah, tell him to come back when we're on the PS5 part, and he can tell us those research he found.
Yeah, we're not on the PS5 yet, hon. We're still doing games, apparently. I didn't watch, hon. I didn't watch a second. I didn't watch a second of the PS5 reveal.
What does this look like to you? Does it look like they bundled it in?
Well, I don't know. They're all just there. There's one. What do you mean? Oh, on the one you get the one side you get a controller, and then on the other side you get all that stuff.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like that though?
Hutton's just looking at that one image of like all the products lined up.
Ethan smack talking you right now.
Dude, they were just showing off all the products. You don't get that stuff with the optical, with like the thing without the CD drive.
He just said that's false, and that you're working in the rumor mill right now.
Hutton is just in the rumor mill.
He says you're making bread in the rumor mill.
You did say that? Wow,
Is that what they do in mills? Is that like a windmill? Yeah, a windmill. They make bread there, right? They make,
Just tell Hutton to leave.
Oh,
Dude,
he's gone now.
We haven't talked for 10
All right.
minutes about anything. Okay, we done? We're good? We're
Is
good?
that usable at all?
I don't even know.
We just
Probably
talked
not.
to someone who wasn't there.
Yeah, for like probably 15 minutes.
Yeah, well,
You'll figure it out. Edit it out probably.
probably not. I want to
Anyway,
keep the Megamind part in.
Okay, okay. This kind of sucks because the next game is one that I just wrote. I don't know. It was another game that just didn't have anything to it.
Well, I probably,
It was called Jet.
All right, next one. Wait,
Yeah,
is that
come on.
Avatar character?
I don't know. Maybe. No, yeah, that's also the character from Valorant, but
Does anyone play that game? Is that post still
probably.
up on Valor FC?
Anyway, next up was Godfall, and again, the entire trailer was just people swinging weapons around at enemies. That's all it was. They didn't show a thing other than just swinging weapons to music. That was it. So it's probably a game, but that's all I know. This was interesting. It's Solar Ash. I don't know. Do you remember Hyperlight Drifter? That was a pretty popular indie game there. They're making like a 3DS kind of game. Is what it looked like for a sequel. It looked pretty good. I'd probably buy that when it comes out. So that was pretty good. There wasn't too much on it, but it looked good. Ooh, next up. Oh, this was good. Hitman 3 got announced, dude. And I'm pumped for that. Hitman 1 and 2 were really good. And it looks even better on the PS5.
Wait, which one?
And Hitman 3.
Is not already out?
No, well, I mean, there's the original Hitman 3, but like the revitalized series now.
They rebooted Hitman?
Yeah, they rebooted Hitman like way a long time ago, Quinn.
This is crazy.
Well, I mean, you don't care about Hitman. When would you have learned about this, I guess? But yeah, I'm gonna definitely play that when that comes out. That's gonna be good. I'm hoping it's like with the second game where you can like import all the levels from the first two games into like the third game, so you can just have them all in one game. So that'll be nice. Except that'll be like 3 billion gigabytes, so you won't be able to put it on your console.
Hitman?
The PlayStation Minions are back, dude, and they have another Super Mario World 3D platformer now. Like, you probably don't know, but when the PS4 came out, they had this little tech demo thing with these little robots that were like inside your controller, and you could like shake them around and slap them into walls and stuff. Now they have a game. And it just looks like a 3D platformer. I don't think it's gonna be all that special. It's just gonna be like a tech demo type thing.
They gave Mr. Peanut a game?
Sure. Alright, next up was a game called Little Devil Inside, and it looks interesting. It's just a little dude suffering a lot, going through places and suffering. To get stuff for some old guy.
Mario?
What'd you say?
Mario? I said Mario. Doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I said it.
Oh,
Right.
no, it's not Mario at all, dude. It looks more like an action game of some sort, but it looks alright. I don't know much about it, but it had a style to it at least, so it might be interesting once more is known about it. Alright. Oh, next up is NBA 2K21, dude.
Delete it.
And they had what's his name? Zion Williamson. Come on for 2 seconds to be like, hey, here's the next NBA game.
Big
And
fan?
the only thing I took from it, well, he's a basketball player. I'm pretty sure. The only thing that I got from the trailer is that they've got realistic sweat physics, and that's about it. Because the entire trailer was just close-ups of a guy who's just really sweaty.
That's such a garbage. That's like that's probably one of the worst sports games because it's just shooting.
Yeah.
That's
You don't
all
even charge
basketball
tackle.
is.
Like, at least in hockey and football, you can charge tackle people. You
It's like,
can't do that in basketball. Which,
and
yeah,
at least like not everything comes
Yeah.
down to just how well you can shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything comes down to that in basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But
what even is? You don't even get to pretend that you're having a strategy.
yeah, the entire trailer was literally just one dude in a room with a basketball, sweating like a madman, and taking a shot, and then the basketball hoop breaks and he walks out. Yeah. So I mean, I'll never buy an NBA game of my own volition, but I'm sure people who like it will like NBA now more because it's got better sweat. Uh, Next up was Bug Snacks. Do you know Octodad? You remember that game?
Sucked.
Did you play it?
No.
Exactly. It was yeah. I mean, it was
My
designed to be made.
wife.
You get to be the octopus dad and slop everywhere. But yeah, these guys they made another game. It's an island. There's bugs that are random food items, and you eat them, and then you like turn into food items. You use that to solve puzzles, I think.
So it's life
That's
as a
basically what I
bread.
got. Yeah, you can just turn into
Oh.
a bread, do bread things. I'm not fully sure about that one, but I guess that's a thing that they're making. Maybe once more shown, but I'm sure it's going to be annoyingly difficult, just like the other games they make. Ooh, right, Demon Souls. They're making. I think it's a remake of Demon Souls they announced there, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be excited about. I never got into Dark Souls. I like Bloodborne a fair bit. Never beat that either, but I don't know. Dark Souls didn't hook me too much. But if Demon Souls is good. I might give it a shot if I don't have other games in that time slot. If I feel like hurting myself.
Minecraft?
What?
I'm not human.
Bro, you been drinking?
Root beer.
I see. But yeah,
Not
Demon
a
Souls.
lie.
I also need to play Sekiro. I have that, but I haven't played it yet. The game looked good. I've got too many games to play right now. Oh yes, Deathloop. I'm so excited for Deathloop. You won't care, but it's by Arcane, the guys who make like the Dishonored games and the Prey games, and it looks good. I'm really excited for Deathloop. Yeah, it's basically it's a Dishonored again, but new area with guns and a lot more murder. It looks like. I'm sure you don't care about that at all, but it'll be pretty good. Maybe I'll play it, and you can watch me play it. You just keep dying over and over, and you gotta try and get off an island. It looks like, and then you got this other
Hey.
person trying to kill you over and over. Yeah, I guess we'll see more of it eventually, but it looked all right. Ooh, next, Resident Evil 8's been announced. It looks really good. I'm sure I'll play that too. Yeah, you don't care about Resident Evil, I'm sure.
Is that like a pirate game?
What'd you say?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll play it together. We'll play it together one evening in the middle of the night. It'll be spooky. Yeah.
Probably not.
It's called. What? You don't want to play Resident Evil with me? Dude, the main
Well.
character's name is Ethan, dude. We can get immersed.
What about?
Dude, his wife gets shot in the trailer like 6 times. It's funny.
My wife?
dude just like, sorry. He just unloads a clip into his wife. Which is quite humorous, because the entire last game was just about saving her. Now she's dead. But yeah. The next game, I didn't even put the title down at all because I missed the title. But there was like a robot child, and like there was like a weird simulation dome. You were like an astronaut flying through the area. They didn't show a lick of gameplay, but It looked all right, but I don't know what the heck it is.
What's this gameplay, dude? Why would you ever want to see gameplay?
Exactly. I mean, we saw gameplay for a good chunk of these games. I didn't really mention it, but some of them did show gameplay. Like they showed a little bit for Deathloop and Hitman and Solar Ash and stuff like that. But you know.
All right, here's another joke.
But right at
You
the
know
end,
my clothes make me look. Wait, no. You know my clothes. Okay, wait, hold on. You know my clothes make me look slimmer, but they did not fool that flight of stairs that just collapsed under my astonishing new girth.
that wasn't even a joke.
Yeah, it's more of a comment, really.
Yeah. You trying to tell me something? The stairs just break into your enormous girth, my dude.
Next game.
Anyway, and then Horizon 2, I forget what it's called. Horizon like West or something. Horizon Wild West or something weird. That's another really excited for. Horizon Zero Dawn was like an amazing game. Like one of the best games on the PS4 for sure. If not, like, yes. That was a game to buy the PS4 for. For sure. And yeah. It just looked like more of the game with better graphics and probably some new gameplay mechanics, so I'll take it. And then after that, everyone just kind of creepily looked at the camera and smiled for a long amount of time. Everyone was just like, oh, we love the PS5, just staring into your soul, just flying around.
Everyone does love the PS5. It's really...
And then we got to look at the PS5 at the very end. And
really?
Yeah. And it looked like this. Like the white image there. I don't know. I like the design, actually. It's weird. It almost gives me, like, especially with the one without the disc drive, it reminds me of the Xbox 360 almost. Like, in terms of, like, the curvature of the system.
Yeah, it is like a box with curves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else is a console? Have you not seen the One X, dude, or the Series X?
Nope.
Well, I mean, of course you have. No, you haven't seen the Series
How
X.
have I not?
I would be shocked if you hadn't seen the Series X. I'm pretty sure we have sent that image in this chat. The box.
See, now that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, that thing is like as big as your PC, if I remember. It's like a small PC, basically.
So it's perfect for entertainment setups.
Exactly, dude. You can't. Everyone's just like, where do I put this thing? It doesn't fit in any of my like compartments I keep my consoles in. Like, where in the average like TV setup can you fit this thing compared to like the PS5? Jeepers. Like, it's not like the PS5 is a small console either. Like, it's probably just about the same height, but it's so much thinner at least. I don't like the Xbox's Series X design. It just doesn't look good, in my opinion. Yeah, and then they showed off a bunch of stuff. You can buy a TV remote for your PS5 if you want, if that's a thing you need.
Really?
Yeah, nice TV remote.
For what?
Yeah, you can buy a TV remote for like Netflix and stuff for your
Who
PS5.
watches Netflix?
A lot
Am I
of
right?
people.
High five.
Bruh, I've been watching plenty of Netflix. Not really, actually. I've watched like no Netflix at all.
You just watch Space Jam on repeat?
Jeepers, when was the last time I watched Space Jam? I don't need those nightmares back.
What do you mean? It's got the best character on the show.
Oh, I ended up watching that freaking, what was it called, like that Midnight Gospel show there. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I watched one episode.
That was a show.
It's like a podcast,
Yeah, I mean, it's a podcast.
but they don't talk about anything.
You get to listen to talks of life. I will say that last episode freaking kind of destroyed me a little bit.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, fair
Watched
enough.
one episode.
Well, the last episode is definitely the best by far. Probably followed by like the second episode or something like that. It's definitely not for everyone, though, for sure.
The
It was
first
weird.
episode wasn't like.
It's not bad.
It sort of made me really angry, actually.
Yeah?
To get Hun on the line.
Which part made you angry?
All of it.
It doesn't help.
I was like, they're just talking.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a podcast.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well, yeah, it's literally just that audio is just taken from a podcast show.
Yeah, and then I watched him on Joe Rogan and went, oh, it's a podcast.
Mm-hmm. How'd you not realize that like immediately, dude?
Well, once I watched it.
Oh, like you hadn't actually watched the show before you knew that?
No.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense then. Okay. But you
And I
haven't
went,
watched?
oh, it's a real podcast.
Yeah.
That's what it's based
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Then I went, well, I'm still angry.
Yeah, some of the podcast episodes are better than others. The first episode actually isn't that bad, honestly. It's a little disconnected from the rest of the show, it feels like. Like, what they talk about in that episode doesn't really connect to the rest of the show, it feels like, besides just talking about, like, the main character's, like, drug use.
I
That's, like,
didn't
about
hear
it.
anything, so I just knew it was about drugs, and that was about it. That's all I could tell you from it. There was a little discussion about legalizing weed at the beginning, and then
Yeah,
I
well,
missed
that's
everything.
she just got immersed in the visuals. There's some bad episodes in there though. Like especially I forget which episode. There was like an episode where like they're in a prison and like this dude is just talking nonsense and like the visuals are just too much and you just can't focus on anything. At one point he makes some sort of World of Warcraft joke and I was just like, how did we get here?
Who?
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't terrible.
Well, the first episode made me.
Yeah. I'm confused. Which part? What exactly made you angry about the first episode? Because rage is not a response I've heard about for that show.
I was just like, how dare they?
They what?
How dare they make this a show? They're not allowed to make this show.
Bruh.
And then I was like, well, and then Hud and Will were like, I don't know, it's sort of interesting. And I was like, well, now it's time to go hard in the paint. The animation sucks. They don't.
What?
It's boring.
Dude, you watched like the first episode.
Yeah, and
There's some good animation in that show.
Well, I decided the animation was pooey. I haven't seen less frames on TV
Bro, we watched
since I watched
Steven
Ed's
Universe
World on my
together.
TV. What?
Dude, we watched like Steven Universe together. That was pretty choppy.
That has more frames than that.
Dude, well, I mean, but this is a stylistic choice. It's meant to have like.
It is?
Low-
That's what
Yeah, that was-
Pine said.
Yeah, it's meant to look like that.
It's supposed to look like garbage.
Wow, Quinn.
It made me.
It's because there's not that much movement going on.
They're moving quite a bit.
They're walking around a lot.
It's like, oh my. Oh my.
Alright.
It made me dizzy though, because it's missing too many frames.
Well, that's not.
What did it look like? It looked like I was playing a game, but it was 5 FPS.
Alright then.
And there's just something like that has nothing to do with anything.
You just weren't feeling well that day, and you decided to take your anger out on this random show.
Yeah. And we watched a much better show before that.
Which one? What?
So what you're saying is,
You
I
didn't answer the question. What did you watch?
what you're saying is I should watch more than one episode before I make my decision?
Probably. I mean, you could really watch the episodes in like whatever order. For the most part, the plot really isn't that important.
How
Just
dare
pick the
they?
one- Just pick the ones you want to watch. Just don't watch episode. Watch episode 8 is like the last episode. So that's like the end episode.
Yeah, but none of the, I'm not gonna go like, wow, this sounds like an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
Am I?
Well, probably not specifically because I told you to like watch whatever interests you. You will specifically not click on any episode after that.
Well,
Even
but
if
it's
it
just gonna
didn't
be
interest you.
nonsense.
Well, yeah, you literally said you blanked out for like the entire episode.
Yeah,
You're
because it
complaining
was
you
just
didn't
a bunch
understand
of
a thing.
garbage.
Well, yeah. I mean, your attention span can sometimes wane a little bit. I'm
It
not
was,
gonna lie here.
but it was just like they're going through a garbage pile and just naming what was in the garbage.
What?
That's what it was like. Hey, who watched the second episode on this account? How dare they?
Didn't you say like the other guys watched it?
But don't do it on Hutton's Netflix account. That one's mine.
I see. Oh man.
And they only watched one more.
Oh shucks. See,
I
there's
don't
a
really
giant-
get why is it like Ready Player One? That's what I don't get.
I don't know. Alrighty. How did we got off topic here?
You remember that the show we watched before it though?
You didn't tell me what you watched before it. I feel like you just watched Seinfeld again for like the 16th time.
Dude, I haven't even finished Seinfeld for the first time.
You don't make it sound like that fact.
Well, I'm almost done it for the first time.
Oh. Jeepers.
I haven't watched one in a while.
Was it really worth it?
Yep.
Alright then.
Better than Space Force, am I right?
What?
Just kidding. But am I?
I don't know. What's
That was
Space
36 minutes long. What's the deal with people who make shows for their streaming service? They think, well, we don't have to make this 22 minutes. We can make this 30 minutes.
Because they want to?
Yeah, but what
Honestly,
makes
the
them think
biggest
that's
problem.
okay?
Like, I'm assuming you're talking about still about freaking Midnight Gospel, still,
No,
right?
No.
Well,
Those
actually,
are
but that's-
25 minutes. How dare
yeah,
they?
That was actually a problem with the show. It actually felt too short. Like you didn't get context for things that were being talked about sometimes. Like there would be like, especially I remember like it was like episode 3 or something, and like a character was like talking about stuff that just didn't get any explanation beforehand, and you're sitting like, what? What are we talking about at this point?
Well, isn't that they gave context in other ones?
No, like because every episode's a different character. Like every episode's a different
Okay.
conversation with a new character.
Yeah. So they wait. Hello, Dolly.
Yeah.
But they didn't give context in the first episode.
Yeah, it varies between episodes. Some episodes are good, but some episodes like because it's a full podcast, so they're trimming down into a show.
That makes
So-
me angry.
Yeah, sometimes I mean, yeah, it's really weird because there was like one episode near the end that was like suddenly just 90% like plot, and it was like no podcast at all. And that was a
So
weird one.
that was a really good episode. They really.
It was one of the better ones actually, but
How dare they make that a show
alrighty.
and not make it good? That's
Well, you
my
just didn't
problem. My problem is they did that and it wasn't good. Alright.
You just didn't like it. No, I like how we carried out the last like 10 minutes of this thing just talking about something unrelated.
It was related. And it was, because it was related to
No, it's time to go
the
find
Xbox
a
One
Yeah, there we go.
being a massive disappointment.
Indeed, dude. PS5's gonna rock out.
So Ethan,
this
I hear you're a
generation.
Jeffrey Epstein fan. I would really
Uh-oh.
like to know why you think that.
Oh. You're about to ruin everything, aren't you? With something you're about to say. I'm worried.
Well, no, you're the fan of Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not gonna do anything. Terrible.
Well, what was that? What was that thing you sent me about? What was your conspiracy theory? Where
Well,
was it?
it's not mine.
Can we just talk about how much meat I have in my freezer? That
I
was a good
guess.
thing. Do you want to talk about how much meat I have in my freezer?
Yeah, you got a lot of meat.
Dude, we have so much meat. It's an unhealthy amount of meat. We've hardly gotten through any of it. Like, like that meat in the second picture, like all that meat in like our main freezer that I sent you. That meat's been there for like so long already.
Um,
And then we got like another entire freezer full of meat. It's like, yikes.
you have a lot of meat.
Yeah, and like all those boxes had the exact same amount of meat that was in that freezer. Like there's double the amount of meat that was in that freezer. And it's like, wow. That was good stuff. It's good meat though. It is.
It's good meat.
We're gonna be eating roast for the rest of our lives.
That's a lot of meat.
It's a lot of meat, dude.
That's a lot of. You need flex tape.
Mm-mm.
Because that's a lot of meat.
That's a lot of meat. Well, is there anything else you want to add? Any conversational topics you've got, or?
Yep.
Oh, so what you got? That's not a conversation piece.
Well, is this you?
No,
Okay.
not Elk.
Oh. Yeah, then it can't be you.
Kind of crazy people you think we are eating elk.
Alright.
Just get rid of the image.
Back.
Oh,
Let's do a little bit of, let's do a joke.
oh no, more jokes. Did Hutton not want to come back and give us his explanation of
He's offline.
PS5?
What happened to him?
He got mad because I told him to piss off. I mean, I did tell him to piss off, and he deserved to be upset about it because he was just coming in here ruining our show. You're gonna have to cut
That's
out, like,
subjective.
you're gonna have to cut out like 50 minutes of the show.
Well, we don't have to.
We were going fine, and then Hutton showed up, and it just derailed for like 15, 20 minutes of
Did it?
absolutely nothing.
I thought that was
It was a
inspiring.
while. Dude, you guys talked about like nothing.
What?
Like, what was even the conversation about? Like, I
The PS5.
was making things up about the PS5.
No, he had a source.
An image he was looking at that just showed all the items
It was a good image.
and ranting about the PS Vita. Great console, dude.
It
Even
was.
if it had like one unique game for it.
Yeah,
Like, how many
Spelunky.
unique games came out for the PS Vita anyway?
I played Spelunky on it. And Terraria. That's where I bought
Oh?
Terraria for the. No, that's not where I bought Terraria for.
You cut out again if you were actually talking right now.
How dare you?
Oh, well, I can hear you now.
Oh man.
What did that happen?
I don't know.
That was weird. Anyway, yeah, PS Vita. That's what we were talking about. Like, how many unique games even came out for the PS Vita? Like, or like games that were worth buying a Vita for? Like,
Spelunky.
there was Splunky. There was Splunky. I guess there was
Terraria
Tearaway.
Let's Play.
Terraria, yeah, sure. Basically, yeah, some indie games. This was just the indie game machine before the Switch came out. There was that. I guess there was Tearaway. There was that Little Big Planet game. I don't know. You could get PS2 and PS1 games on it. What else? I guess the God of War series. Get like
Little Big
what else?
Planet.
Little Big Planet. Yeah, I guess you could get a Persona. Oh, freaking right! That's coming out on PC possibly. So you're gonna. I guess I'm playing. I'm playing Persona 4 for like the 5th time. You want it? You can join me. We can make it a series if it's actually real. Cause that'll be fun.
Little who?
The Persona 4 is possibly
Oh.
coming out on PC.
Isn't that a weeb game?
Yes, it's like the weebiest game, which would make it hilarious to
I'm
play with
allergic.
you. And it's also like 80 hours. So it would just be you pissed off for 80 hours, which would be hilarious.
Oh,
Tell me you wouldn't find that funny.
oh no.
I mean, the real joke would be on me because I'd be paying probably another $60 for a game I've already played.
Yeah, we should do it.
We should definitely do it. I'm saying that, but I don't know if it's even real. People are just saying they've like seen stuff about it coming to PC. So if that is real, we'll do it. It gets really weird. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. It gets really, really weird at points. There's definitely a couple of points you don't want your parents walking in on during that game.
Oh yeah,
Yikes.
fruit.
You're gonna love it. This is just a straight up strip club dungeon. That's a fun one.
Dungeon.
Well, yeah, it's a dungeon like turn-based RPG game.
Dungeon crawler.
Yeah, like a dungeon crawler turn-based RPG with social elements.
So like Hammerwatch.
Hammerwatch? What? What even? What on earth are you? What are you? Why are you sending stuff on Steam now? What is Hammerwatch?
What do you?
What? Why would this at all be it? Close to it? I'm so confused on what you think it is. Sure, we'll go. It's like Hammerwatch. Sure.
Really? Wow, I really know my games.
Sure, it's Hammerwatch. What even is this?
Beast of a game.
Alright then. Jeep.
Yep.
We'll know on we'll know on Saturday if this rumors are real or not, and then I'll have to go get money.
Huge rumors.
Huge rumors. Apparently they found like the banner art in like Steam files or something. So
How dare they?
I guess we'll see what happens. It would be really weird if it only comes out on PC because that's a series that's only ever been on PlayStation, like since like the first game.
PlayStation?
Well, yeah, it's a PlayStation exclusive series. Like, everyone loved Persona 5, dude, even though it was the worst game in the series by, like, a huge margin. And I still bought it twice. And I was angry the whole time. You want me to go on, like, a 30-minute rant about how terrible Persona 5 was compared to the other games? And I can get this thing out to 2 hours.
Really?
Well, I could easily go for 30 minutes.
Oh,
Just
snap.
talking about that, even though it's not connected at all.
Oh, snap.
You would care even less about that than the PlayStation 5 thing, but
I don't get it. Isn't it like a weeb game?
oh yes, it is. It's like it's weeby even for JRPG series standards,
Crikey, Cameron.
which is a great thing and a terrible thing all at the same time. Like, the story's a mess. First of all, it makes no sense, and the morals of the main characters are so confusing. Like, we're supposed to be the side of good, but our main characters multiple times are like blackmailing, sexually assaulting, like just straight up committing like a freaking regular assault.
Oh, hell yeah.
And these are our good characters. These are our good guys. The bad guys don't.
Yeah.
Bad guys don't actually do that much, and you also don't care about them.
I care.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, what?
Sure.
What'd you just
Man.
accuse me of?
You like the villains, dude?
No.
You sure?
Nope.
Yeah.
My name is Chef.
Alrighty. But dude, can we talk about how I paid like $80 again for a game that added like 15 hours of new content at best, and probably like 10 hours at worst? And like the entire thing could have just been a DLC for $25 and I would have been fine with it, but instead they just re-released the whole game for $80. Like, why do you do that? Like, here, I'll give you a list of like everything that changed from the first game to like the remake of the game, or like the original version to the remake, and like almost all of it could have just been free DLC. Like, they changed how guns work in combat, which was super simple. Like, all they did was change it so guns reload at the start of combat, so you always have ammo. Uh, that's like, and then they changed how like a major, like well, not even a major, like a semi-major combat mechanic works. Like, neither of these things were things that costed $80. They added
Really?
like, well, yeah. In terms of, well, I mean, combat had a lot of little things added, but like nothing that couldn't have been like free. And they added like they added two new social links, like story things, and they didn't bother to fix any of the old ones that were really bad, which was like almost all of them. So that was great. Most of the problems with the story didn't change. There was like one scene with like a couple of gay guys that was like extremely homophobic that they changed, but it was only in the English release they changed it, and they had to like beg the Japanese developers to be able to change it. They were like, "This is really bad. Can we change it, please?" And they're like, "Fine." It
Oh
didn't
my
make it much
gosh.
better. Like, 'cause in the original game, there's a scene where like you're like in like a big city, and your friend basically just gets sexually assaulted and dragged off by two gay dudes, and you just don't do anything. And it's a running gag. It happens like two other times if I remember. And like it is
Classic stuff.
it's so horrendously bad that like people were like, this better not be in the remake. And then people got mad because they took it out for some reason.
Oh, oh, how could they?
Even though it was like one of the worst scenes in any like it probably is like one of the worst scenes in any of the games in the series. By like a long shot.
It wasn't a banger.
It was not a banger. They went to bang him, but yeah, I mean, it's not like that character wasn't also known for sexually assaulting most of the characters on your team. So
It's
for the girls,
classic.
yeah, he's very classy about just getting upskirt shots and stuff. He's
So wild.
no one likes him, but then later on in the game they beat the shit out of him for no reason, and then no one likes anyone else on the team either. Like, there is like no characters on your party that you enjoy for the entire game. Everyone does something you hate at some point that makes him like a bit irredeemable. Which is quite funny because you're supposed to be rooting for him.
Sounds like a Japanese game.
Yeah, because yeah, it's funny. Here's the thing. The biggest thing I can say about the game is it's a game about liberalist values written by a bunch of conservatives. It's like the best way to describe the game. Which yeah, you can see the cracks pretty quick.
This is just a shocking turn of events.
Like, it's clearly meant to be a story about like literally the one of the big main villains is basically a conservative like politician, and you're supposed to like hate all these characters that are like who are, like sexually abused characters or like psychologically abused characters or like do things like that, right? Or blackmail
But
characters.
you just love them.
But your main hero cast does the exact same thing as the villains. Like, usually the dungeon after that you learn about it. Like, the first dungeon is like about like this huge, like this guy who's at your school and he's like sexually assaulting girls and like abusing like kids and stuff. In the very next dungeon, there's an entire plot line about making like the only girl in your party strip for this guy or he's gonna call the cops on you. And no one seems to care that she does not want to do it, and they're just like, well, I guess you gotta go do it, have fun. And it's like, this doesn't seem okay. Did we just learn this lesson like 20 minutes ago?
You have to do it.
Apparently, you just have to do it. Even though you definitely didn't have to do it.
Well,
Yeah. And then the like last third of the game, everything just goes out the window and nothing plot-wise makes sense anymore. Because they basically they pull a death twist basically at the end of the game. But the problem is, for some reason, all the characters who shouldn't be acting like he's dead act like he's dead for like a weird amount of time. Like because you know he's not dead because it's not the end of the game. They can't kill him off because what would they do at that point? And yeah, and the way they explain him not dying is so stupid. They basically just had a body double, and that was like the entire thing of how they got away with it. They just had a body double, and that's it. And it doesn't make sense. And then the DLC they added makes everything fall apart even more. And yeah. Oh no, good game, like a 8 out of 10. I think I got too much like for what it was.
you calling it a scam?
Definitely. I mean, I'm glad it got recognition because it means there will probably be more games in the future then. But hopefully they're good. At least, here's the thing. At least the old writer left. The old writer's gone now, and that's for the best because the games have story-wise been on a downward spiral since the third game. Like, the third game had the best plot but the worst gameplay, and now we've got like the best gameplay and the worst graphics. So, or the worst story. So. Hopefully everything gets fixed now, but it probably won't. It probably will actually only get worse, but you know, what can you do? Well, yeah, that didn't quite go 30 minutes, but
Well, you're gonna have to make it a little bit longer then.
yeah, I mean it's almost 2 hours, so people will listen to that last bit and be like, yeah, it's all right, or they'll be asleep, so they won't turn off the video.
Well, but you gotta fill it up, so.
Yeah, it's nice and chunky now. I mean, jeepers. I guess we should end this, eh?
No.
No? What are you about?
What about all the other games?
Oh, what am I about to talk about? All three? Dude, I think here's the thing. I think you'll like the fourth one the most because it's basically a Scooby-Doo mystery story. It's like
Why?
so it'll be great. It's a Scooby-Doo murder mystery
Why'd they do that?
because they could.
They thought that'd be okay with me?
I mean, people say it's the best game in the series, so
Makes
yeah.
me
Yeah,
infuriated.
Capcom.
They think they can do this?
You don't even know anything.
What?
Yeah.
How dare they?
How dare they? Bro, I can't believe they've done this.
It's shocking, actually. It's like they think
really
they can get
is.
away with this?
They think they can get away with making a game?
Yeah. They don't do that.
Yeah, it does that. Yeah.
They're supposed to just,
Yeah.
figure it out.
There you go.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Oh yeah. Off topic now, but why did EA release all their games suddenly on Steam? Like, I don't know where they just suddenly released every single game on Steam.
Yeah, and I think like they just went, you know, I actually really like Steam, so I'm gonna put my games on there.
Or they just finally realized that it was they would make more money just giving Steam a cut, I guess. But yeah. Meh, I guess they're all here. I mean, I think you still have to boot them through the Origin store, so
Really?
it doesn't really change much.
But now we can play Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville.
Oh yeah, there we go. My computer definitely can handle that game.
Well,
don't
we can
think that
play
game-
Spore.
Spore. Yeah, wasn't that already on Steam?
Well, we can play. We can play.
I mean, we should still play Spore.
We can play.
Dude, why are you trying to find an EA game to play? Dude, we can play Battlefront 2, dude.
Why is it taking me to the Chrome version of Steam when I click explore all EA titles?
I don't know. Oh yeah, it did that for me too.
We
So I
can
got-
play story. I'll find one. We can play Feeding Frenzy 2 Deluxe.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's play Unravel 2, dude. Dude,
Oh, we
let's
can play Paradise City.
Oh, I was gonna say we should play Risk Factions.
No.
No,
No.
no. Darn.
No.
You didn't like that one.
Never again.
Yeah, that doesn't end well usually, does it?
Well, I usually win at Worms, so it's, it's happy.
Yeah, you just want to play that. Feeding Frenzy 2, baby. Where's Feeding Frenzy 1?
I play Pokemon Go every day.
I want the classic. I didn't realize. Oh, I guess this was PopCap, eh? Huh. Hmm. Well, I guess we should end this, eh? It's kind of
Nope.
This fell off at the Quinn. This is only gonna make it worse.
No, well, it's not.
Like, this conversation ended like 20 minutes ago.
No, it didn't.
Well, I mean, I just rambled off about games you don't care about for 20 minutes.
Well, we need more of that. We need more of that. You even put your
What?
fill in. I was
Darn.
promised something that I didn't get.
Yeah. Well, what else am I gonna add to it? You don't know anything about the series, dude. So it's like
Yeah, I do.
I should talk about a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh,
Hudden, what'd you think of Final Fantasy VII remake?
What's that?
The Final Fantasy VII remake. What do you think of it? Was it good?
I thought it was
Ethan
kinda
said.
bad.
Ethan said
You're not helping.
you were lying before. He said you were lying. You're pulling up fake news and trying to spread it.
Which is true. Okay.
He's not denying it.
That's not what I expected to happen.
Me either.
How are you here when you're offline?
Yeah, how are you here?
You go invisible mode.
Hudden?
Why? Who's harassing you?
You guys are.
I mean, he really isn't wrong. We do harass him. They probably still can.
Yeah, they can. No, they can't.
So, what you think of Nintendo Switch? That was a pretty cool reveal, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I thought it looked a little bit like a Lego set.
Oh, yeah, I'm assuming he's just talking about regular old Nintendo Switch. There hasn't
No.
been anything new, eh?
Nintendo Switch reveal was epic, wasn't it?
Sure.
So true, so true.
Hey, why does the
So
Looney
deep.
Tunes wiki Discord keep sending me messages about freaking about what was that about? Like guns? Yosemite
And
Sam didn't have his gun. Why am I
yo,
still subbed
Ethan,
to
what you
Looney
think about
Tunes
the
wiki?
Undertale remake?
What are you
That's
talking
not
about?
real. That's not
What do you
real,
think of
Hudden.
the Undertale remake
That's
with
not
full
real.
3D graphics and
That's not real.
VR support?
That's not real. It's not
Are you
real.
sure?
I'm gonna Google it right now. I'm gonna show you it's not real. Undertale VR.
Hey, Hanji here. Ethan has
Bro,
a gamer clan that he didn't let you in.
Wow, that's cursed.
Yeah,
What
it's
really an
not real.
Undertale? We talking about
Dude, what-
Undertale?
Dude, when's Deltarune Chapter 2 coming out?
who cares?
Bro, I care. Deltarune Chapter 2 is gonna be so great.
Aren't you excited for Paper Mario?
Oh, of course, but that's still like a month away.
Wow, you're not a very big Paper Mario fan then.
Bruh, what else? I can't make time go faster.
We gotta pick one or the other. Paper Mario or Undertale.
Well, Paper Mario, obviously.
Okay, that means you're not gonna get Deltarune then.
How dare you? I mean, it's probably. I mean, if it's free, I'm getting it. I played through chapter 1 because it was free.
Damn. How dare you?
How dare I what? Play a free video game that's on the internet?
Yeah. Wanna go?
Hutton, you want to fight me?
Wanna go?
I'll kick your shins in, boy.
Uh,
Can they hear Hutton?
Of course.
Because this is a very strange psychopathic conversation as I'm telling nobody I'm going to kick their shins in.
Yeah, why are you telling them that?
wait.
Bro, I'm kicking the shins
Wait,
in.
are you still recording?
Yes, we haven't stopped.
Oh, damn. I probably shouldn't be in here then.
No, hon, I specifically told you.
It shouldn't have. It should have ended like 30 minutes ago.
What the heck, Ethan?
You wanna,
You drove him away.
Shoot. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this, and then we're gonna do a full Euro Truck Simulator 2 episode. We'll just keep talking. That sounds like a good idea, right? We can do that ASMR episode you've always wanted to do.
I've never wanted.
Dude, that's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be funny because one day in like 5 years I'm gonna make that video. And no one's gonna remember why. Alright, I'm ending this now.
Nope.
It's over.
Oh, I'm still going.
Oh, well, I'm about to stop recording, so.
Wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
So, you said that the Holocaust.
Alright, I'm ending it right now.